I was doing a little bike maintenance today, and I figured I would go over the tools that I use when I'm out on the road. And I've got, this is what I carry with me on my bike when I'm worried about having a problem on the road. Off to the left is my Lezyne Micro HP frame pump. I really love this pump. It gets to very high pressures very quickly on road bikes and road tires. It doesn't work as well on large volume tires and tubes, but one beautiful thing about it is that Lezyne has this screw-on tip here, this chuck here, that can work for pressed or Schrader valves, and brilliantly enough works very, very well on Dutch valves, the Dunlop valve style, which is very rare in America, but I see it all the time working at the Flying Pigeon LA bike shop. This pump also came with an inflatable toy, a ball thing, like inflator piece, as well as this little inflator which I use on my soccer ball at home and basketball and football. So that's really neat. It came with with my repair kit, and I always carry these little things with me. They're great in emergencies. You're also looking at two. These are Presta to Schrader adapters, and these are just, you never know what's going to happen out on the road. And I'm always working on Dunlop valves, so I have a spare functioning Dunlop valve core. So this is something that most bike riders don't care about, but I don't know, I end up working on this stuff all the time. Some other weird pieces of equipment I have with me are these, and this is just one strap. This is the right-hand side of an Oxa Defender mounting strap. And I have this just in case of emergency if I need to zip tie something down. I don't know why I don't have a zip tie. I think I just stuck this in there one day and it's just ridden along. A couple of random washers. This is a Park Tool saddle tension spanner. This is more for my, not Park Tool, a Brooks saddle tension spanner. And that explains. I have a Brooks saddle, and I really like to just carry mine around with me. It seems like every time I was out on the road for about 2 or 3 years, I always wanted to give it a little bit of tension, and I never had my spanner, so I decided to carry it with me. I ride a cargo bike, so it's not too big of a deal to add that extra weight. This is one of the most frustrating pieces of equipment I ride with. This is a teeny tiny adjustable wrench. This has saved many a people's backside out on rides, but it's also incredibly, it's a horrible tool. When you get a little adjustable wrench this size out on the road and you're trying to work on something, it's always slipping off. It's never got enough leverage. You really need to have like a t-shirt under your hand to avoid, digging that into your palm. But it has saved me and a few other bike riders out on the road, so worth having, lightweight. I'm not going to carry a full-sized one. This is one of my favorites because I'm always working on internally geared hubs and wheels, track wheels and stuff. 15mm Campagnolo, the peanut butter wrench. I don't know if this is still available, but having a good 15mm solution on in your kit bag, and this is kind of heavy. This is more of just my own hubris. Also works well to spread butter and peanut butter and jam on toast. So there you go. These are my favorite tire levers from Pedro's. The bike accessory manufacturer, bike tool manufacturer. These things I use in the shop. They're incredibly tough. I like them better than the steel tire wrench levers because I don't have to worry about damaging the rim. I'd rather break a lever than break my expensive rim. This is a meh kind of tool. I'm not so enthused about it now that I've had it for a little while from Toe Peak. It's the key thing to get, I think, when you're getting one of these multi-tools is this, a chain breaker. Essential bit of kit. If you get a multi-tool without a chain breaker and you're out on the road, guaranteed your chain is going to break. It's happened to me 2 or 3 times, and that's why I now, no matter what crummy multi-tool I buy, I always ride with a chain breaker. A couple of 10mm wrenches. These aren't so big of a deal, but I have an internal 8-speed Shimano hub, and doing and undoing the little reaction arms for the roller brake or the little pinch bolts, the cable anchor bolts on the brakes, comes in really handy. If you have another type of brakes, you might want to pick up a 9mm or carry a set of Allen keys to work on your bike. This multi-tool has a bunch of Allen keys and screwdrivers. Not ideal for working on your bike, but better than nothing. And then I roll with a couple of these little patch kits, and these are 5 patches with some glue. The reason I have 2 of them is that I always seem to be handing one out to people. The glue dries out inside, and so I just want to always have a backup just in case the glue in one is dried out. I carry them all in this man purse I got at the Bicycle Film Festival in LA a few years ago, and then I have a little Park Tool pouch that I put the multi-tool and stuff inside of. I had a Park multi-tool, but I did not like the one that I had. And this thing, though mediocre, was better than that tool. So there you go. This is what I carry. Some things that are missing from this might be replacement tubes. I tend not to do that on the road because I never know what I'm going to encounter, and it's just dead weight, and the tube will go rotten in my pouch. Yeah, and there's some other things that I think other people would not include that I have. But there you go. That's what's in my bag. Show me what's in yours, or point me towards some other YouTube videos. I've never Googled it, but I'm sure someone will have some questions or inquiries. Info@flyingpigeon-la.com.